the Cleveland Browns play on Monday Night Football this season. But in the world of Hollywood make-believe, they will have a prominent place on the marquee.
We're trying to make it authentic, and Cleveland has a real story.
That's part of what works for our storyline, that Cleveland has struggled a bit in the past, and they're rebuilding their team right now.
The Browns left Cleveland after the 1995 season, but since their reinvention in 1999, they've had a winning record only twice.
What's really interesting is how important the Cleveland Browns are to the city of Cleveland, despite their sort of repeated failure. I think it almost makes them more special, that every draft day is a new opportunity.
I grew up waiting for the Boston Red Sox to win a championship. I grew up waiting for the Patriots to even just have a winning season. I know that horrible feeling where people that are from other teams actually have sympathy for you, which I hate. So I have real sympathy for the Browns fans.
Got a question for you, Bo?
Anything, Mr. Weaver, fire away.
How important is winning to you? I play Sonny Weaver Jr., who's the GM of the Browns.
This is Rick.
Well, what's he doing here?
He's a new intern. I play Allie Parker, who is in charge of the salary cap for the Cleveland Browns.
I'm Coach Penn, who is the star of the movie and the main character, and the person with whom the audience is going to sympathize most. This is the draft analysis we've all been working on for the past 2 months. The movie involves a power struggle between Kevin Costner's character and mine about who's really in control, who knows more about football.
Well, we're on the same page then.
They keep me in the loop.
There is no loop. There's me doing my job and you doing your job.
Kevin Costner has starred in several celebrated sports movies, including Bull Durham, Field of Dreams, and Tin Cup. What makes them work, he says, isn't simply the sports. It's the characters that inhabit them and the writing that brings them alive.
I think when sports movies work at their best, there's a level of vulgarity that goes with the poetry, because that's what sports is. We can curse our team, but you can't. We can curse our sport, but you can't.
There's a scene where my character he goes out to his car on draft day morning and he gets inundated by fans. People had their faces painted and there was a big RV that had been turned into a dog bone with a Browns helmet on it. So after the first take, I was like, so you guys get a lot of work in town? They were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, you're all actors, right? And they're like, no, we're Browns fans. And I was like, oh my God.
I have Chris Crawford on line 3.
All ready?
The draft is a fascinating experience, and most people think of it as that show on television once a year. But really, that's just a surface product. Really, what's going on in the draft is everything in war rooms, 32 of them across the country.
We've spent a lot of time and a lot of detail and a lot of work on the football scene. But that doesn't mean anything if we don't pull it off. So hopefully Kevin and myself and Jennifer have done a good enough job. The audience will judge whether we did that correctly or not.